In 1919, a woman stood in Trafalgar Square, handing out photographs of starving children. They arrested her. Her crime was showing people what was being done in their name. Her name was Eglantyne Jebb. Born in Shropshire, a landowner's daughter, she studied at Oxford, became a teacher. She could have lived a quiet, comfortable life. Then the war ended, and the photographs arrived. After the armistice, Britain kept its naval blockade. No food could reach Germany. No food could reach Austria. Children were starving to death in their thousands, and no one in Britain was supposed to know. The leaflets Eglantyne handed out said one thing: "Our blockade has caused this." That was illegal. Under the Defence of the Realm Act, she was found guilty, fined £5, and then something extraordinary happened. The Crown Prosecutor, the man who had just convicted her, walked over and pressed £5 into her hand. The man who prosecuted her became her first donor. 1 month later, she filled the Royal Albert Hall. People came ready to throw rotten apples at the traitor. She spoke, and the apples stayed in their pockets. They gave her money instead. She called it the Save the Children Fund. And here's what made it dangerous. She didn't just want to feed British children. She wanted to feed every single child. The newspapers called her a traitor. She didn't stop. Within a year, Save the Children was feeding thousands. British money, feeding children whose fathers had fought against Britain. She said feeding children wasn't enough. Children needed rights, written down, permanent, universal. Not just for British children, not just for European children, every child on Earth. In 1924, she sent it to the League of Nations, a woman from Shropshire, standing before the world's governments. She said, "I believe we should claim certain rights for the children, and labor for their universal recognition." They adopted it. 1924, the first human rights document in history, focused on children. The Geneva Declaration of the Rights of the Child, written by one woman, from Shropshire. She never married. She never had children of her own. She was chronically ill for most of her life. She died at 52, buried in Geneva, far from home. But what she started didn't die with her. In 1989, the United Nations took her declaration and expanded it into the Convention on the Rights of the Child. 196 countries signed it, the most widely ratified human rights treaty in history. Every child's right to food, to shelter, to education, to protection, to a name. She never held a child of her own, but she held them all. She proved one person with the right story could change everything. Your support helps us keep telling these stories. proudofus.co.uk/support. Be part of us. Be proud of us.